Elvis Movita, the Director of Finance. Thank you.
Thank you, DF. Yes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members of the committee and permanent witnesses. My name is Chimbala Abraham, Director Engineering Services. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chimbala.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is James Kawaba, Internal Auditor for NKEYEMA Town Council.
Next.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Sichula Joseph, the Chief Accountant of NKEYEMA Town Council. I thank you.
Switch off your mic, sir. Yes.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee and permanent witnesses. My name is Chundavunda. I'm the Director of Planning. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon to the members of Parliament present and the permanent witnesses. My name is Kudakwashem Tentwa, the Council Advocate.
You are welcome. Next.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Sivan Nyambe. I'm the Senior Procurement Officer down in NKEYEMA Town Council.
You are welcome, sir. Switch off your mic. Next.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. Teresa Monakato, Director, Community and Social Services.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are grateful. Thank you, CS. Yes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, member of committee. I'm Dr. Simon Mundema, Director, Health Services.
Thank you so much, Director. Switch off your mic.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee, permanent members, the IP team. My name is Ricardo Mbiana, the Director of Agricultural Services, NKEYEMA Town Council.
Dao. Thank you so very much. I'm happy. Yes. Next.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorables. Good afternoon, permanent witnesses. My name is Malikan Aliswaniso, Director of Fisheries and Livestock Services.
Okay. Next.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairperson. Good afternoon, members of Parliament. My name is Sheila Mbozi, Human Resource Officer.
Thank you so very much, Madam Sheila. Switch off. That is your team. I'm so happy that devolution is at work in NKEYEMA. Director Fisheries. There's even fish ban in NKEYEMA. Okay. Permanent witnesses.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members of Parliament. Good afternoon, NKEYEMA Town Council. Good afternoon, Secretariat, permanent witnesses. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siam Denda from Minister of Finance, Accountant General's Office. Thank you.
Next.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of Parliament. Good afternoon, the town NKEYEMA Town Council Management. I'm Mashandi Frida, Chief Human Resource Management Officer from the Local Government Commission. Thank you.
That's your employer. Next.
Chairperson and the honorable members of your committee, good afternoon. NKEYEMA Town Council, you're welcome to this session. I'm Kazinga Kennedy, permanent witness from Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you, Chair.
The ministry, your ministry. Auditor General.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members of Parliament. Good afternoon, NKEYEMA Town Council. My name is John Siameja, Director in the Office of the Auditor General, Western Province. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Patrick Acheche from Mongo Audit Office. Thank you.
Secretariat, go or no?
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Simon Munyama from the Planning and Research Department, Office of the Auditor General.
Right on, officer. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, members of this committee. Our witness, you're welcome. My name is Beverly Nzala from the Office of the Clerk of the National Assembly. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, everyone else. My name is Andre Siwale from the Office of the Clerk of the National Assembly. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Our witness, good afternoon, and you're welcome.
I am Chirimboy Elijah from the Office of the Clerk of National Assembly. Thank you, Chair.
The doctor from Dundumwezi.
Chair, I'm grateful. Good afternoon, NKEYEMA Town Council. I'm Honorable Dr. Singombe representing the people of Dundumwezi. Thank you.
Mufumbwe.
Thank you, Chair, and good afternoon. Good afternoon, all our permanent witnesses and also Secretariat. NKEYEMA, good afternoon, and you are welcome to your committee. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm Member of Parliament for Mufumbwe. Somehow we are neighbors there.
Yes, I hear. We don't. Yes, if you are neighbors, it's okay. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Doc.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, NKEYEMA, and welcome to your committee on local government accounts. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe Constituency, Petago District. Thank you.
And we have Honorable MP for Mangango sitting virtually. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Honorable. We are grateful.
Thank you. NKEYEMA, you're most welcome before your good committee, local government accounts. Our permanent witnesses, good afternoon to you too. Viewers and the listeners out there, good afternoon. I'm William Hamba, Member of Parliament for Mangango constituency. NKEYEMA, be at peace. We are here for you. Thank you.
You've heard. Take it easy. Be calm. It's your committee. Mutelo Mishek, MP for Mitete, your humble servant. Sitting in for the substantive chairperson and vice chairperson who are attending to other government matters. You may walk us through your report, sir.
Thank you, Chair. Before I start reading my report, Chair, I've got addendum 1, which is talking about certificates, and also addendum 12.1, where we have those photocopies and they are not clear. So this is just for reference purposes, Chair. I think they can
How many copies do you have?
We have copies which are enough to be distributed.
Secretariat?
Okay.
Hold on, they'll come.
Thank you, Chair. Having said that, I can go straight to my report, Chair, for NKEYEMA Town
As
Council.
they are distributing the addendums, we may turn to page 1, straight into cross-cutting issues. I don't want to mention things, but straight into cross-cutting issues.
Thank you, Chair.
Before you start, maybe there's any officer who has some document. We have seen it here. When we seek points of clarification, that's when me, sir, I came with one. So maybe you have. If you do, please, this is the time. If the addendum is sufficient, we are good to go.
Thank you, Chair. For now, I take it there is nothing else apart from what I've submitted.
Yeah, we've just mentioned it in advance. Your colleagues who have just left, we insisted they did not want. Let her know we apologize. That's why we ask in advance. Your committee is very good. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chair. I go straight to cross-cutting issues. The first one on cross-cutting, Chair, is D, which is secondary boarding and skills development bursaries on Vavika Training Academy, Chair. The cause of the query, which is management response, Chair. The local authority acknowledges the auditor's query The college was closed before the students could complete their various courses paid for, as observed by the Office of the Auditor General. Further, the number of students sponsored was 163, with the invoice amounting to 1,272,670 paid on 10th March 2024 on receipt number 671, as opposed to 199 students, amounting to 1,499,273. Action taken, Chair. The local authority has on several occasions exchanged correspondences with the institution regarding the completion of training of students that were enrolled. Number 2, Chair, all efforts to serve the notice proved futile as they had vacated their registered place of business.
Just to hold, honorable members, what the total number of students is as it is being read. I just wanted us to flow together. Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Chair. On the third, on the action taken, the local authority has since commenced legal action through the courts in a bid to recover the amounts paid. Appendix 1 refers, Chair. Remedial measure. The local authority will endeavor to ensure that a thorough due diligence and follow-up on beneficiaries is conducted in various institutions. We go to the next page, Chair. The next item, which is Appendix 2, Budget and Funding. The response, Chair, which is cause of the query, the variance of 19,456,124 was not disbursed in 2024 financial year. Action taken. Management has since made requests and follow-ups to the ministry for the disbursements of the remaining amount, which is 19,456,124. The ministry under Circular MLGRD/101/22/157 has since guided that the undisbursed funds of 2024 shall be disbursed to local authorities in 2 installments. Appendix 2 refers, Chair, which is a ministerial circular. Remedial measure. Management will ensure that the constituency development funds are utilized within the financial year and that records are timely updated whenever funds are retained at source. I go to the next one, Chair, which is Appendix 1.1, retained funds. Cause of the query. On the table there, Chair, I'm responding on the cause of the query. The local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development retained a total amount of 1,145,571.46 for the construction of the Chief's Palace, CDF monitoring vehicle, insurance and procurement of branding of ambulance, as opposed to 2,810,000 indicated in the auditor's report. We go to the next page, which is page 3, Chair. Action taken. The Chief's Palace at Njonjolo Palace has since been completed. Number 2, the local authority ensured that the CDF monitoring vehicle is comprehensively insured. Third, on action taken, the local authority received the ambulance with registration number GRZ 421 TF on 18 September 2025. Appendix we refer to Appendix 3. Remedial measure. The local authority will ensure that funds retained at source for activities to be procured centrally and centrally are timely expanded, Chair. The next item is Appendix 2.1, total unspent funds on community projects. Management response. On the cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings. The unspent funds of 1,296,613 were committed funds for ongoing projects and retention on community projects. Action taken. The local authority wishes to state that a total of 16,438,093 kwacha were spent on the community projects with a balance of 1,296,613. This is supposed to be committed. On committed projects, sorry about that, Chair. Okay. Let me read that, Chair, again. Okay. So the local authority wishes to state that the total amount of 16,438,093 were spent on the committed projects with a balance of 1,296,613 spent in 2025 on ongoing community projects and retention. Appendix 4 refers. Remedial measure, Chair, the local authority will endeavor to ensure timely completion of projects. We go to the next page, which is Appendix 2.2, total unspent funds on empowerment grant. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings on unspent funds on empowerment grants. However, the total funds available was 2,465,400, and total funds spent amounted to 2,465,400, representing 100% disbursement as verified in the status report of the Auditor General. Action taken. The local authority wishes to state that 100% of funds received in 2024 was disbursed. Appendix 5 refers. Remedial measure, Chair, the local authority will ensure or continue to ensure timely disbursement of funds. The next one is Appendix 2.3, total unspent funds on secondary boarding and skills development. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings on unspent funds on empowerment grants. However, the total funds available was 3,864,510, and the total funds spent amounted to 3,860,705, representing a 99.9% disbursement as verified in the status report of the Auditor General. Action taken, Chair, the local authority wishes to state that 99.9% of funds received in 2024 was disbursed. Appendix 6 refers. Remedial measure, the local authority will endeavor to ensure timely implementation of the bursaries. Go to the next page, page 5. Appendix 2.4, total unspent funds on loans. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings and wishes to state that the unspent funds amounting to 43,435 was interest earned on in the year 2024. Action taken, the local authority disbursed the balance of 43,435 of the unspent funds in the financial year ended 31st December 2025 after they were cleared by the bank. Appendix 7 refers. Remedial measure, the local authority will endeavor to ensure timely disbursement of funds. I go to the next appendix, Chair, Appendix 2.5, total unspent funds on administrative cost. Cause of the query, management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wish to state that there was an allocation of 1,531,782 in 224 CDF and a brought forward balance of 312,843.55 funds from 2023 allocation, bringing the total funds available to 2,844,625.60 in 2024. Action taken, a total amount of 2,758,258 was spent against the total available funds of 2,844,625.60, with the balance of 86,367.60. Appendix 8 refers. Remedial measure, the local authority will continue to ensure timely disbursement of funds. Appendix 3, community projects. Chair, we go straight to the response. First one, Chair, this is on the table. I'll be reading. After reading the first one, I'll go to the cause of the query and the action taken. The first one, construction of a clinic at Kabilue. Cause of the query, the non-disbursement of 19,456,124 balance of the 2024 CDF allocation negatively affected project's implementation. Action taken, the project has since been completed. We go to the next one, which is construction of a clinic at Kakumba. Okay. Thank you, Chair. The second one is non-disbursement of funds. I go to the just action taken. Okay. Thank you, Chair. Okay. Noted, Chair. So number 2, construction of a clinic at Kalumba. The action taken, the project has since been completed. We go to the third one, which is construction of maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. Action taken, the project has since been completed. The fourth one, construction of a clinic Kappa Shimano. Action taken, the project is at 85% complete and expected to be handed over by 31st March 2026. The next one, which is the fifth one, construction of maternity annex at Mimpongo Rural Health Center. Action taken, the project is at 85% complete and expected to be handed over by 31st March 2026. The next one is construction of 1x3 classroom block at Mudeu Community School. The project has since been completed. Go to page 7. Number 7, construction of 1x3 CRB at NKEYEMA Primary School. The action taken, the project is at 85% complete and expected to be handed over by 31st March 2026. Number 8, procurement of school desks. The desks have since been delivered. Outstanding projects, Chair, 2024. Name of the project, number 1 is Chief's Retainer motorbikes. The action taken, the motorbikes were procured in 2025. The next one is Chief's Palace. Action taken, the Chief's Palace at Njonjolo has since been completed. Third, REA at Kankwanda. The funds were since varied to projects under presidential directives, which is water reticulation system. We make reference to Appendix 9. Remedial measure, the local authority will endeavor to ensure timely completion of projects. Go to the next one, which is page 8, analysis of performance of desks. Because of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings. The desks were only supplied in 2025. Action taken. The 39 desks were since delivered in the year 2024. Appendix 10 refers. Remedial measure. Chair, the local authority will endeavor to ensure timely implementation of community projects. The next one is Appendix 6, which is Youth and Women Empowerment Grant Performance. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings on unspent funds on empowerment grants. However, the total funds available was 2,465,400, and total funds spent amount to 2,465,400, representing 100% disbursement as verified in the status report of the Auditor General. The action taken. The local authority wishes to state that 100% of funds received in 2024 was disbursed. Appendix 11 refers. We go to the next page, page 9. Remedial measure. The local authority will continue to ensure timely disbursement of funds. Appendix 7.2, failure to recover loans. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings on the failure to recover the loans. The delayed recovery is attributed to the slow pace of payments by loan beneficiaries. The action taken. The local authority has since recovered a total amount of 930,983.38. There is a dot after 3.8. That one can be cancelled. Thank you, Chair. We go to the next one, number 2. On action taken, the local authority has since reported on several occasions on the status of loan repayments to the CDF committee and urging for the support to engage beneficiaries and encourage them on the importance to repay the loans on time. Third, on action taken, the local authority held an engagement meeting with the loan beneficiaries, reminding them to pay back the loans. Number 4, the local authority has several reminders through demand notices requesting the loan beneficiaries to pay back the loans. We make reference to Appendix 12, Chair. Remedial measure, the local authority will endeavor to ensure prompt recoveries of the loans from the beneficiaries. We go to the next appendix, Appendix 8, bursaries performance. Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings on unspent funds on empowerment, on bursaries. There is a grant there which we can replace with bursaries. I can read it. Okay. Immediately after funds on empowerment, instead of grants, that should be cancelled to indicate bursaries.
Let's make those changes, honorable members.
Thank you, Chair. I proceed. However, the total funds available was 3,864,510, and total funds spent amounted to 3,860,705, representing a 99.9 disbursement as verified in the status report of the Auditor General. The action taken, number 1, the local authority wishes to state that 99.9% of funds received in 2024 was disbursed. Number 2, a total of 266 students, Chair, graduated from various skills training institutions, and 20 pupils completed their grade 12, and 10 pupils their grade 9 from various secondary schools. Third, a total of 15 students failed their examinations. Number 4, A total of 10 skilled students and 21 secondary school pupils dropped out midway respectively. Number 5, a total of 262 are returning skilled students and 114 returning pupils from various training institutions and secondary schools respectively. Appendix 13 refers. Remedial measure, the local authority chair will endeavor to ensure timely implementation of the bursaries. This ends my report, Chair. I submit.
Honorable members, that is the submission from NKEYEMA. Any points of clarifications? Yes, sir. Mufumbwe.
Thank you, Chairperson, and CS, thank you for your report. However, I have a point of clarification. I don't know, on page 1.
Page 1?
Page 1. Tuition fees paid to Vavika Training Academy. It looks like there are so many councils now that are involved who have a similar problem like this one. I would have loved if the ministry was here, maybe we can come up with a
What? Secretariat, where is the permanent witness? When the permanent witness comes,
yes,
then we'll refer us to.
Yeah, it is surprising actually, Chairperson, when you look at the action taken, somehow I'm lost. Item number 1, the local authority has on several occasions exchanged correspondences with the institution regarding the completion of the training of the students enrolled. That was the first action taken. Secondly, all the efforts to save the notice proved futile as they had vacated their registered places, a place of business. Then the last one is that the local authority has since commenced legal action through the courts in a bid to recover the amounts paid. I am somehow lost. It looks like Vavika now doesn't have a fixed abode. They cannot be found anywhere. If that is the situation, then how is it that now the legal action has been taken? Whom did you serve the summon to? If these people, they've got no fixed abode, what is the current status? Thank you.
CS, are you there? First,
Chair, I'm there,
the
Chair.
local authority has on several occasions exchanged correspondences. Then later, the institution you were changing correspondences with is no longer there. So what should we take? But the first question.
Thank you, Chair. It's can I go?
Yes.
ahead? Thank you, Chair. It's unfortunate that we find ourselves in this predicament. So what it is, Chair, in the first place, the communication was very, very active. We would serve the institution, would talk, because what happened, even when they were promoting this institution, they would come physically and he would know where they are found. Unfortunately, along the way, as we have reported, the place has since been vacated. Chair, allow me to call upon Director Planning and also Direct Council Advocate. They may share more light on this, Chair.
Planning and then Council Advocate.
Oh, thank you, Chair. Just to add on what the principal officer has indicated. So the correspondences with this institution was running on smoothly when this institution was closed. The council would write correspondences and they would reply to the correspondences. but along the way, it is where the correspondences were not responded to due to the fact that has been indicated. Chair, I submit.
Council Advocate.
Thank you, Chair.
Legal Advocate. Yes, Council.
Thank you, Chair. In regards to the question as to how we will serve this court process, in consideration of the fact that we are saying they are nowhere to be seen, which they are nowhere to be seen, we are in the process of applying for leave to serve court process outside court and hoping that they will allow us to serve the institution preferably through media or through a non-newspaper. I submit, Chair.
So when did you commence the legal action?
We commenced legal action in January.
Why?
Allow me, Chair, to refer you to Appendix 1.
Why?
Sorry?
Why? Why did you commence the legal actions in January? I guess it's January 2026 or January 2025.
2026, Chair.
Why?
I think, as is indicated in the report, we had some correspondences with them where we tried writing to them through demand notices, but there was no response there. And when we noticed that we weren't yielding any results with that, we decided to proceed with legal action.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chairperson. Now that one of our permanent witnesses has come, it looks like this case it is becoming now beyond the council, because there are so many councils that are involved, and our councils have tried their level best. It's like they are not making any strides or any. I mean, there's nothing that is happening, and it looks like we are almost losing out this money. So our permanent witness, we were here actually before you came in. The question is, how do we help our councils to go about with this case? It looks like it's beyond the councils now, because there are so many councils that are involved with Vavika. So I wanted to hear your comments, sir.
You know, when the honorable member was coming up with that suggestion, I saw the local authority officers nodding their heads, as if the member of parliament for Mufumbwe, maybe because he said they are neighbors, permanent witness. If you have a comment, yes. If you do not have, please don't. Then we'll get back to the local authority, because they dealt with the local authority.
Thank you, Chairperson, for your indulgence on this matter. Save to say, last week before your committee, we made a submission to the effect that the ministry, not just now, but where we are coming from, it had taken keen interest in the matter, because, as you have indicated, so many local authorities were affected, and the grounds of this institution defaulting arose from over-enrollment. So other government agencies also were drafted into the whole issue. And I should indicate before your committee that there should be one official correspondence that should be out before the close of this week, if everything is in place. Secondly is that, as I indicated last week, when all local authorities would have appeared before your esteemed committee, the controlling officer will be submitting a memorandum to which a consolidated position, one of actions that would have been taken before his appearance, and indeed the future action to any institution that will come and deal with government. There will be directives that will be given. I think also maybe I take advantage of this, Chair, that to the institution, Vavika, or any other institution, it is just good to be a good citizen, a good corporate citizen, when there are such intentions that government are doing to, one, bring skills development amongst the youth and just to spur economic development around the country. I think it's just good to have a good image of good corporate citizenship. Chair, I submit. Thank you.
We take your response, though it's futuristic. We would wait, so to say, not until what you have alluded to is on paper. As it stands, the ball is still with you in NKEYEMA. Like you see, when you are nodding the head, now we've heard what has come out from there. So your committee remains your committee, evidence, but we are grateful. Let's find a solution to this issue. Your committee's main objective will be the recovery of the what? Of the money. You do the job, yes. You don't. Pay back. Oh, I don't want to come into your legal issues. With that said, I should think we do not need any further clarification on Vavika, save for the numbers. When you are doing the correspondences, you said 163 students. They acknowledged 164 students. So what should we take? In one of the submissions, go to your appendix 1. One, two, three, four, five. The 6th page. There's a 13 written, 1.3. Are you seeing that, CS?
Chair, I'm able to see.
What number are you seeing?
1.3.
No, now the number of students. As you are aware, thank you for the teamwork.
Okay, Chair, on
you sent 163 students. They acknowledged 164.
Yes, Chair, according to the receipt, this is what was acknowledged. The auditor, Chair, is it okay I allow the auditor?
Yeah, that's why you are a team.
Auditor, can you just make...
So thank you, Chair. So, Chair, when we go to Appendix 1.1,
yes,
on the invoice,
yes,
the number of students is 163. Then on the receipt, it indicated 164.
Yes.
So we paid for what was invoiced. I'm sure the typo is on the receipt. I submit, Chair.
The receipt is one what?
164.
Yes.
So that's where there's a typo, because the invoice that was issued initially was for 163 students.
You issued 163.
No, they issued the invoice to pay for 163.
Then
on the receipt they indicated
164. And the acknowledgement?
It's the 164 which is on the receipt. So
there it was the typo. Even here it's also typo.
No, the receipt came from them, so we've just attached the receipt that was issued to us.
And then the acknowledgement, it also came from them, isn't it?
Yes, Chair.
So even you said yes, we've sent 164. I get the receipt and the invoice. It's okay. But here they are saying NKEYEMA, the number of students you've said, it's 164. So how many did you really send? Because one human being, do you think we can fail to locate one human being?
Chair, like what the auditor is saying, the invoice was 163, and we paid for 163. Then the receipt was on 165.
164.
164, sorry. So the mistake was committed by themselves, the institution, yes.
If you did not pay for one, it was at least the money never went. Okay. Kaumbwe. So we take 163. Okay, we want our records to be clear.
But on this matter, you need to, because it is in court, and Vavika has written to almost, I think, about two, 3 letters stating 164.
Yes.
And right now, yes, you're producing the evidence that the invoice was 163 and we paid for 163.
No, the comfort is they paid for 163. If we had the 164th student, it's okay. Of course, we want this money.
Yeah, so you need to let them acknowledge that it is a mistake on 163. Anyway, my substantial,
neither here nor there for now.
My substantial question is on page 3.
Okay. But before you go that way, yes, when there will be no response, what are you going to do? Advocate.
Thank you, Chair. If there will be no response to the advert that will run in the newspaper to save the process, then we'll have to apply for a default judgment. That's a judgment that's made in the absence of the other party.
So how are they going to locate after even the default? We want to learn. The default judgment is made, but the other party is not there. So who will pay? Who will be answerable to that default?
I think, Chair, I can't preempt the role of the court.
Noted, okay. Yes, sir. Which page?
Page 3.
It's interesting, eh?
Total unspent funds on community projects.
A moment, I'm sorry. Next time, let's do a due diligence. Where's planning? Yes. Even if they come there physically, verify. Are you aware that at that time, it was not even registered with Teveta? You aware? Planning?
Not to my knowledge,
Not to
Chair.
your knowledge. So you didn't do your work. Don't rush. Don't rush. Send the students to institutions that are established, well located. Where's procurement? That's how you trade, isn't it? That's what you teach us, you from procurement. Isn't it? You procure with people you know.
Yes, Chair.
Organizations you know.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Your advice, Chair.
I don't want to talk more. You just see a man in suits and stuff like you agree. Yeah. Yes, sir. Doc.
Okay, page 3, community projects, the the total unspent funds. We have a table on page 3 that is indicating unspent funds as at 31st December 2024 was 1,296,613. So in short, this was the balance. Then your explanation on action taken is that the local authority wishes to state that a total of 16 million was spent on the committed projects with a balance of 1,296,000, which is basically what was unspent. And this money was spent in 2025 on ongoing projects and the retention. Appendix 4, you're referring us to Appendix 4.
As I intend to wind up.
You have taken us to Appendix 4. Appendix 4, there's a ledger. Summary of 2024 CDF community projects expenditure by ledger as at 31st December 2025. So, my first question that I want to seek clarification is the table on page 3 is saying that the unspent funds by the end of December, which was 31st December 2024, was 1,296,613. And then the ledger that you have given us on page Appendix 4 is saying the expenditure as at 31st December 2025, which means 1 year in between, right? So the balance on Appendix 4 is 1,235,168 kwacha by 31st December 2025. So my question is, the unspent funds on December 31st, 2024 was 1.296. Then the balance in the account as at 31st December 2025 was 1.2, almost the same. So why there was no movement of funds? The amount found in your account in 2024 under community projects and your ledger, the balance that is in your account in 31st December 2025 is the same. And your explanation is that the money in 2024, which was found by 31st December of 1.2, was spent in 2025 on ongoing projects and the retention.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Like the Honorable Member of Parliament has said, on unspent funds, we didn't spend the funds in 2024. We spent in 2025. On the ledger, Chair, allow me to call the Director of Finance to clarify on the opening and the closing balances.
The question is 1,296,613, then 1,235,168. You didn't spend, then you spend, then the balance still remained almost the same.
Thank you, Chair. So, Chair, if you look at the appendix attached there, you realize that much of the money was the retention, which was we opened with 1.296 as indicated, and in 2025 there wasn't much movement apart from the payment for the delivery of the desks. And this, Chair, the case was like this because of the 19 million which was not released for 2024. I think that made it a bit difficult for us to fund some of this project. Chair, I submit.
So 2025, you did nothing. When you say there wasn't much movement, so the whole year last year you did nothing. The CS is shaking the head. So you agree? Yes, yeah, agree.
Chair, because we did a number of activities in 2025.
He said there wasn't much movement.
I think let him clarify, Chair.
Yes, DF, what do you mean?
So, Chair, I think what I mean is it's not...
You know what you have mentioned? It's just the desks. So we are wondering, you just did the desks the entire year, January to December last year, CS in NKEYEMA.
So Chair, if the ledger, because we were audited in September of 2025.
Yes.
So the movements, the figures the way they are showing, were audited in September. So much of the money by that time, what had remained was for retention. And the only movement which happened, not that we didn't do, we are doing other projects, I think the 2025 projects, because in 2025 we received the full funding. But 2024, we are funding, using the 2025 funding to spread between 2024 and 2025. So I think that is what affected the movement I submitted.
No wonder the CS was shaking the head. The question is, why is it that 2024, 31st December, 1,296,613 was not spent? Why you didn't spend when you had no money, no one knows. Then 2025, the closing balance, 1,235,168. That's where the honorable member is saying there was no things happening in NKEYEMA apart from the desks. Yes, yes.
Chair, when we go to the table on page 3 itself, and there is a column which is indicating total funds available, which is 17,734,706, and the total expenditure of 16,438,093. If you look at these figures, it indicates to us to say in 2025 we were actually, 2024 we are actually spending.
It's not us. Is it coming from us?
No, it isn't, Chair.
It's coming from where?
From my director of finance, exactly.
Yes.
So, Chair, we need just to look at the figures properly, because we cannot have the same figures for opening in a particular year.
No, they are not same. Slightly. They are almost. Yeah, we are careful. They are slightly. All right. Yes?
What do you want us to take? Because this was a query. It was queried on page 3. They found that by 31st December 2024, in NKEYEMA, in your account, under community projects vote, there was 1.2 million unspent. And you have explained on action taken to say the 1.2 million, 1,209,000 to be specific, 1,296,613. You spent it in 2025 on ongoing projects and the retention. This is your explanation. And you have referred us to Appendix 4. So Appendix 4, we are expecting to see the 1,296,623 to be spent. So Appendix 4 should explain that the opening balance that was found in 2024 December was 1,296,000, and the movement has been like this. On this project, we spent so much. To date, it's 0. So now you have referred us to Appendix 4. Appendix 4 is showing that your closing balance by December 31st is the same. Is the same. Okay, whilst you are pondering to answer that, just a quick one.
A minute. Let's resolve. Yes, yes. You are doing what we call as atete.
Thank you, Chair. I know the DF has information. Let him just explain properly how we're having such figures, because this is a ledger and it is the one that is deals with
DF,
them, yeah.
You just told us this is a retention, but here it says equally on ongoing what? Projects. Just to help yourself. Yes. Yes?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think, Chair, I get the question from the Honorable Doctor. So, Chair, I think on the action taken, so this money, where it's reading spent in 2025, is supposed to be committed on ongoing projects, because this is retention money which we are yet to disburse to those projects, Chair, submitted.
You know, your report, let me be open. Your report is fair. But now the problem we have is when you start answering, it brings problems. When you say no, it should read committed. The ongoing projects must be removed. And if we add up all the retention, will it add up to that? Okay. Is it going to add up to 1,235,000? Apart from the desks? So let's go and do our financials properly. Next question. On the same?
Small clarification. The projects that this unspent funds was committed on is shown on page 6.
Page 6?
Yes. Page 6 of their submission has has 8 projects work in progress. So there are 8 projects, and according to the action plan on unspent funds, was at 1,296,613 was supposed to be spent on ongoing projects. If I borrow the DF word is saying all this money was supposed to be spent on retention, but that is not correct, because retention, just as the chair said, if we add retention on these 8 projects, it would be less than 600,000 kwacha. So 8 projects, 1.2 million, 1,296,000 was supposed to be spent on these 8 projects. I just take an example of project 4. Project number 4. Project number 4 on page 6, you are saying the project has since been completed.
Number 4?
Yes, project number 4.
The project is at 85%.
Oh, project number 4, yes.
Yes.
Number 3, sorry.
Number 3, the project has since been completed. So
Yes.
which one are you talking?
So number 3 is saying
number 3.
Yes, project has since been completed. But when we go to the ledger on appendix 4, the ledger on appendix 4, this project is number, I think, row number 8, because here there are no numbers. Project number 8 from the first. The project title is Construction of Maternity Annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital.
Yes.
So here, the comment under ledger is that the project is work in progress. This is as at 31st December 2025, according to your ledger here. This particular project, the construction of maternity annex at NKEYEMA Hospital.
You've seen the W/P, eh?
Yes, WIP. This is work in progress. But when your own submission on page 6, the same project the comment is the project is completed.
Director Engineering.
Thank you, Chair. So on, if you go to appendix number 9.
Yes.
Chair, there you'll be able to see the status report on all the projects on this.
You know what? That was as per 31st December 2025.
Yes.
Okay, but currently it's complete.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. Are we on the same wavelengths, Doc? Go to the status report. Where is it? It's 9 point what? Is it on 9.3? where you are saying projects, 2024 CDF projects pictorial report.
Chair.
Or because it's like I'm in NKEYEMA.
No, Chair, we appreciate you, Chair.
Okay, as Doc is still there, page 8, desks. The desks are 39. I've gone to Appendix 10, though it's not clear, some of the pages there. Next time, NKEYEMA, do a good report, like you have come with the addendum. On what is showing, it is showing only 30 desks. So where are the 9 desks? Here you've told us all the 39 have been delivered. We go into your books, 30 delivered. Very good. Where are the 9 desks? CS.
Thank you, Chair. The initial desks were 85, and then there was 75. Chair, allow me to call upon the procurement officer.
Procurement officer, yes, sir.
Yes, Chair. The desks were 75. During the time of audit, yes, they find that 39 were missing. After that, Chair, after the audit, the chair were, the desks were delivered. As I'm talking, those chairs were delivered.
You know, we've gone to Appendix 10. And there we are seeing how many desks delivered. Yes?
They are, like you have said, Chair.
There are how many?
There are 30.
So our question is, you've told us 39 desks were since delivered in the year 2025. Very good. So where did you deliver the 9 desks? Because we are just seeing 30.
Chair, those 9 desks, they are among 75 desks.
Go to page 8. Are you there on page 8, procurement officer?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. Cause of the query, read.
Cause of the query, the local authority acknowledges the auditor's findings. The desks were only supplied in 2025.
Good. Action taken.
The 39 desks were since delivered in the year 2025.
So where did you deliver? Because here, Appendix 10, there are only how many? 30. You switch off.
Let me clarify. You are correct, Chair, on that. What happened, I'm being just advised here by Director Finance. When they delivered, because stores falls under Director Finance, they delivered 39. 9 were rejected. So these 9s were supplied. I think we are the same contractor.
End there. So why haven't you said 39 delivered, but 9 done what? Yes. So we follow what you give us. Again, don't take your committee for granted. We tell you to say we do what? We read. You know, when we were coming, we were just saying, okay, we'll be there, 1, 2, and then we are done. Sometimes that's how things are supposed to be. So those rejected ones, yes? After they were rejected?
Chair, after they were rejected, we had the same supplier with more desks which were delivered, we gave him another contract, so they were delivered together with another set of desks. They were delivered in which period? DF can clarify this DF, one because
DF, you see, DF.
Thank you, Chair. There were some desks which were delivered in January 2026.
9.
Together with what the CS has indicated.
You don't do that.
Thank you.
CS, you correct that action taken, collected, so that we will record the proper things. We are listening.
Chair,
yes, correct. You correct your statement. There.
So the desks delivered, Chair, were 30, the 9 were rejected.
Right. What do you do with that statement? If it was in Parliament, they would say there's a word, expunge, remove.
Of that, Chair, we are going to make amends.
Last, Chair, Doc, last, we still have a witness.
Yes, no, it's just a follow-up on page 3, the maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. I still want the council to tell this committee which statement should we take concerning the status of maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital, because on page 6 of your submission, project, which is project number 3, you have said the project has since been completed. Then going to appendix 4, where you've referred us to, going to appendix 4, the same project is the status is work in progress, and it is at 85% complete. And this is the status as at 31st December 2025. Then, in attempting to answer this question, you said, oh, actually, there's more information. We go to Appendix 9. You said Appendix 9 has got a status of all the CDF projects. So I go to Appendix 9, which is 9.3. Appendix 9, 9.3, under pictorial evidence, there's a picture. Maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. And this picture was captured on 18th December 2025. So, what is the status of the maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital?
Doc, thank you very much.
Is it work in progress?
Thank you very much.
Completed, and if it's completed, why there is no retention on it?
Through you, CS, Director Health, what is the status? That's why you came. Director, this is under you. How is this facility of yours? It's complete.
Thank you, Chair. I can estimate the work up to 85% as they are mentioned in the report.
No, the 85% is not number 3. We are talking of the construction of maternity annexed at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. The project has since been completed. And that is your facility. So how is this facility of yours, and it's a maternity, where all of us, if we were given chance, would love to come into the world through maternity annex. If we didn't, yes, CDF was not there. Now the CDF, those who are ready to give more life. Is this maternity annex finished?
No, thank you, Chair, for that question. I can say that the maternity annex is finished for now, because I was answering for 31st December.
Now,
in February. For now, the maternity annex is finished. Just waiting maybe for handover.
Switch off. Switch off.
At the time of audit, this report was presented just after audit. So page 6, page 6, this project is project number 3. There's a table on page 6. And the project number 3, construction of maternity annex at NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. And the comment is that the project has since been completed. This statement is definitely alluding to that period as per after audit and before coming to this committee. So on your financials for the ledger there, you are saying it's work in progress. And then you were trying to justify your statement on page 6. You refer to page 9. Page 9 is showing that it was work in progress. You've captured this at a time when you are painting. So which statement is wrong, which you should do?
Cool down. Cool down.
Which you should retrieve.
Yes.
Yes, Chair. Let me just give a proper communication here. What it is at the time of audit, the time they were auditing, it was work in progress. As we speak, the project is complete, but not yet commissioned. That's why the doc was saying it's not working, but we have completed at the moment.
Okay.
I submit, Chair.
We end here. Would say your report is rather fair, that to some extent you generally have only cross-cutting issues. We are looking at a time when we will not be sitting too long. You just come, read, and you go. That is as to how things are supposed to be. But Director Health, this is NKEYEMA Mini Hospital. It's just in the road, by the road. So sometimes, who knows, maybe we'll pass it through there. All we are interested in is our mothers should be bringing life onto this earth in facilities that are good. That's why the CDF has been enhanced. Maybe you were not listening. Last Friday, you know what the president said? Were you listening? On the part of CDF, what did the president say?
The president said he's going to increase.
Come 2027.
27, yes, Chair.
You have 40 million in 2026. Come 2027, cases of the people of Zambia, okay, and heavens, 2027, CDF would what? Increase. More money. By the way, you spoke of ambulance insurance. How is your ambulance? CS?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. It's unfortunate that we had an accident. The ambulance was found in an accident, but what we are doing right now, we are processing papers for the insurance to take the full responsibility, because it happened at a time when we were here, because we have been here from last week.
Okay. Let's make follow-ups. It's unfortunate such things happened. But that's why comprehensive insurance is what? Important. So come next year, it's no longer going to be 40 million for 2026. I don't know how much. He has just said, I'm going to increase. Cases of the people of Zambia and heavens. Go back to NKEYEMA. All the gray hairs, remove. In NKEYEMA we do farming. So the way you remove the weeds from the farms, even here, let's remove the weeds. We are grateful that you came with a full team. We take note. Dow, we take note. Director Health, we take note. And you, sir?
The chief accountant.
Oh, okay. You are one of us. So we take note of the devolution taking shape. That's where we are going. We want the local authority to be local authority, to have control of everything, take full charge. Our interaction has come to an end. We've not seen qualified. This is rather unqualified in terms of the audit financially. That is as to how things are supposed to be, DF. Working in collaboration with planning, director engineering, internal auditor, each one of us. We are slowly also saying, is it maybe they have learned how to dodge the auditor, the external auditors, or it's an improvement? If it is an improvement, it's a plus, not to you, but to the Zambians, to the so much needed services, goods and services. That's the plus. And the letter to you. That's why the commission is here. To be present and see how you are doing. Thank you. The immunity has been taken back to ourselves so that we use it with your colleagues. Travel safely to NKEYEMA.
We are grateful, Chair. Thank you.
So how are you feeling? Even just that?
No, Chair, we are feeling good. This has come.
Well, thank you so much for still being with us on Parliament Television. You've just concluded with NKEYEMA there, where the Local Government Accounts Committee were receiving submissions from that local authority. And this is on the report of the Auditor General on the Constituency Development Fund for the financial year ended 31st December 2024. And the next witness that is here to appear before this committee is Senanga. My name is Paul Sentendovi with Chola Command. Later on, we'll have Jason Manda as the sign language interpreter. Once they reconvene for the next witness, who happens to be Senanga, will cross back to that committee. Keep watching Parliament Television.